Hey team, Jen here. This is week 9, which means that after this week we have only 1 week left. Week 9 is coming after a really rigorous couple weeks. So here, I want you to just catch your breath, take a breather. Week 9 is a very relaxing week. Thank goodness. This week you have some readings due on empire that work to continue to complicate the context that we've read so far about empire. This week the slant is on travel. So we're going to be doing some readings that are pertaining to travel and how these travel dialogues and travel writings can help us to continue to piece together how the empire worked and what the empire was. It's a big question. So this week as well, you have a discussion board post on the readings. And as usual, I encourage you to follow your own interests. You can always write to the prompt, of course, if you need it or if it inspires you. But as usual, I like to see what you're thinking about as you do these readings and where the readings have significance and importance for you. So keep that in mind as you compose your discussion post this week. That is all that you have due. It's a very, very basic, very simple week, and it allows you some catch-up time to really get caught up. If you are in the group 4 wiki, you have your wiki due, and I also have posted a wiki group evaluation form. If you have not yet submitted to me an email answering some of the questions about your group, you can feel free to submit the form. It's kind of like a chart that where you can actually score each of your group members. This is optional for you. It's not required for you to do this. You can still email me your thoughts if you'd prefer something more informal, but I thought to upload the chart format for anybody who wants to be a little more, a little less personal, I guess, with their comments. As I've thought about it, it seems almost as if um, writing an email to me in which you critique your peers can seem daunting for some students. So this option with the chart gives you a chance to be a little bit more objective sounding rather than a little more personal. So there's that option for you if you'd like it. Again, you're not required to do that, but it is helpful for me to get that feedback about how the groups worked and didn't work together. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great week. This week, really hunker down with your final paper. Get intimate with it, get cozy with it. I want you to make huge strides this week toward the final product. Now is really the time for you to get down with it, get intimate with it, get dirty with it. Make it something that you have confidence in as we move into week 10, where the paper needs to be submitted and then it is what it is. Keep in mind as you move forward in week 9 that even though you will be submitting a final product or a final draft, that I understand that for many of us in this class, writing a paper of this caliber is not something that we're accustomed to doing, and it's not something that we're always comfortable doing. And that works like this can take time to rot, to kind of find, they're finely wrought pieces that need time to develop and to evolve and to transform as they should. So I have this in mind when I'm going to be reading your final drafts. I'm going to be looking for particularly the potential of these essays to become publishable pieces that could be published in a peer-reviewed academic journal, perhaps a peer-reviewed academic graduate studies journal. So keep that in mind as you go forth. Also this week, one of my additional posts here will be about how to go and get yourself published, how to start applying to present your work at graduate conferences. Keep in mind that a lot of the shorter papers that we've done in this course could possibly become panel papers or conference papers. It's a really good idea when you're a graduate student to start looking into presenting your work at a conference or sending your essays out to get uh, published with journals. And it's a learning process that can take some time. So now is the time for you to start familiarizing yourself with that process. This week in the announcement section, I've written out some tips that can help you to get the ball rolling. But I am always here if you need some more help with that at any stage. For example, writing an abstract is something that is very specific and very particular. It's a very unique genre that many students are not really schooled in. We certainly haven't been schooled in that in this class. The same goes with cover letters or, really a lot of the processes that go into submitting your work for some of these higher caliber conferences or journals, we're not familiar with it. The processes are esoteric to us. So feel free to call on me. I can definitely offer you a lot of insights to help to guide you in this class and also beyond this class. So keep that in mind as you go forth. I hope that you guys have a fruitful week. And I'll see you here next week for our last week. Have a good one.